Greetings. In compliance with Memo EX 1063, this is the Queen City Improvement Bureau. This meeting is now in session. Okay, let's get started with attendance first. We've got. Are we still are you answering to Darth Apollicus?
Well, it is 2015 last I checked.
I guess we are answering to Darth Apollicus. And I'm Darth Colander.
No, Moff Colander. We've been over this. You haven't
really,
been promoted yet.
I really would like, I think I do a lot of work around here. I really think that I'm a Darth Colander. Like an honorary Darth Colander.
Okay, I'll put it to the Emperor and we'll see for next week.
Thanks, that'll be good. But I know that I am technically a Moff.
Okay.
But I'm the best Moff.
You are.
Cool.
You're the best Moff in the room.
Cool. And tonight, in an attempt to get quorum for the first time in quite a while, we have texting in is Fel Deacon Alarcon from Earth 5, Planet of the Vampires.
Finally.
He's actually wants you to know, hold on, I'm just checking. He says, if we get quorum tonight, this meeting will be lit AF.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I think, do you think we're there? Do you think this counts as quorum?
Actually, we need 5 people to count as quorum.
Do vampires count?
Yeah, vampires count, but they only count the same as normal humans.
Oh.
So, but he says greetings, and he's a big fan of our meetings. Everybody, apparently, all vampires on Earth 5 listen to us.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I'm so proud. My parents will love to hear that.
I know, it bleeds through the dimensions, so they, yeah.
Excellent.
We also have a guest.
Oh,
yes.
Beyond Phil Deacon, you said?
Fel
Deacon.
Fel Deacon Alarcon of Earth 5, Planet of the Vampires.
Okay.
Yeah. So he says hi. But we have a guest
Hi.
tonight, besides Fel Deacon Alarcon. We have John Klein.
Hello.
Yes, that's John Klein's voice.
Hi,
It
John.
is. I've heard it all my life.
But I bet you haven't heard it on the radio.
Not very frequently.
There we go.
Yeah.
Except when this particular shock jock from Saskatoon is saying bad things about me, calling me the little lefty from Regina.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. We can actually get Fel Deacon Alarcon on that guy and exact some terrible vampire vengeance.
That may be useful.
So, John,
Yes.
we wanted to talk to you tonight about this thing called car sharing, which apparently you're involved with in some capacity.
Yes, I've been the president of Regina Car Share Co-op for a number of years now.
Mm-hmm.
We've been a small car sharing co-op since 2008.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had a car since 2009.
What did you do for that first year?
Office work, building the business.
So did you walk around the streets going vroom vroom?
We
Did
tried.
you piggyback people?
We really spent a long time getting our first car because it just finished off with the 2008 financial crisis, and so we said, hey, let's go get sponsorship dollars from all these businesses, and that didn't work out for some reason. But in 2009, I put my foot down and I said, well, we're going to fund this one way or another, and I funded the first vehicle, and then we slowly paid it off, and we had a Kia parked down on 12th and Broad since then, and it's still there, and we've also added a second vehicle to our fleet.
So I think, some people will not know what car sharing is because cars for them are, their own personal kingdoms that they move around on the roads. So what is car sharing?
In a nutshell, it's a way to drive for less by only paying for the vehicle at the time when you want to use it. So it's like car rental by the hour.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having a car rental depot, you have various places around the city where the members of the co-op live, and they just have to walk down the street. 24 hours a day they have access to the vehicle. They book it online, they walk down to the car with the key that's in the lockbox. They get into the car, drive it around, return it, and then the next person gets to use it the same way.
Cool.
Has anybody ever sort of gotten into the car, screamed "Tragedy of the Commons" and driven into a wall?
That is a totally infrequent occurrence, and we also screen our members so that they're generally excellent drivers. And we get to see their SGI or other insurer abstract and guess if they're going to be a good member or not, and say yes, you're allowed to join, or sorry, we don't think this is right for you. We haven't really had to turn down anyone. Everybody who's applied has been an excellent driver, and we've only ever had 2 minor fender benders in the almost 8 years that we've been operating.
So, in other words, anybody who applies for the Regina Car Share can be reasonably assured that other drivers are going to be at least as good as them.
Yes, pretty much. That's been the case anyway so far.
Yeah. I'm actually a member of the car share.
Well, 2 of us in the room then are members of Regina Car Share Co-op.
I actually cannot drive, and I'm serious. I drove a car once in '98 in a parking lot, and this sounds like a joke. It is not. I never learned to drive.
I started driving when I was 2.
Yeah.
But that was by mistake. I put the car into gear, and you didn't have to put your foot on the brake at that time, so I bumped the shifter into reverse, and it rolled down the driveway, and Dad caught up in time and stopped it before it hit a pole across the street. And my next attempt was when I was 9, I think, and it went very well, and I had the choice. I either got to drive the van or I got to drive the combine, and I chose the van.
Right.
So you gave up on the luxury vehicle then?
It would have been, closer to $1 million machine, but I decided not to go for that extra pressure. A full-size van seemed easier.
Right. So, like, what are the rates like for people who are, like, thinking about car sharing? Like, is it reasonable? Is it cheaper than renting?
Yeah, we just changed our membership fee, actually, too. We used to have a $500 refundable member share, and now it's $10. And instead of the damage deposit being put up in that $500, it can be done with a credit card instead now. The rates are either a $10 a month plan or a $40 a month plan, and then you pay by the hour and by the kilometer as well.
Yeah. And you don't have to pay for the gas either.
No, the gas is included. That's what car sharing rolls all of the expenses into one bill, so you're not